Karen, we are just a little bit ways down from the Eisenhower Tunnel on the eastbound lanes where the crash is. We are smack dab in the middle of this thing. You can see, obviously, this is just a very small piece of the estimated 75 crashed vehicles from Colorado State Patrol. And Clint, if you follow me this way, we are smack dab in the middle of this thing. We're going to show you there's a lot of drivers who have been asked to stay in their cars if they are comfortable and their car is not damaged. Other people are being actually asked to hop out and start moving their way up towards the tunnels where they can get into some shelter. You can see some people being evacuated out of their cars right now, being checked for medical conditions, but we are talking some serious damage. Just about every single car we have bumped into has at least a couple of bumps or bruises. We did speak with one person in their car who miraculously was able to get out of this thing without some serious issues. They told me that when this crash happened around 2:50, it was whiteout conditions, incredibly slick. They stepped on their brakes, nothing happened. That's why, at least from their standpoint, this is becoming such a problem. Obviously, a very active scene. We're seeing some people getting checked out in terms of the conditions, getting everybody checked out and making sure everybody's okay. We have not heard from State Patrol the extent of the injuries from this because it is still so early. And Clint, if we're able to, let's roll. Yep, perfect, just that direction. This is the just a corner of this response. We are talking emergency vehicles. There's Clear Creek EMS standing right there. We have sheriff's offices, we have firefighters, we have EMS from every location nearby. On our way up over Loveland Pass, we were driving alongside fire engines and ambulances just trying to respond to this major event. Clearly, even westbound is still a little bit blocked because there are so many issues around this area, but we are watching a very active scene unfold here. The strangest part for me on this is that this is just one small piece of this massive crash. We are close to the tunnels. You can see, if we come this way, Clint, a little bit, this crash goes for a good way. This is maybe 2 or 3 blocks of solid crashed vehicles. It is an incredibly difficult situation for a lot of these folks. Some of them are waiting to get home. Those folks we spoke with earlier were waiting to get to a concert. I had to give them the bad news. They're probably not going to make it. My estimate for this, just from experience on other crashes similar to this, a couple of hours at the very least. And if there are serious injuries, that could last even longer due to investigations. We are going to keep bringing you guys more information as we learn it from the very inside of this crash. We are waiting for officials to give us more heads up, but we're learning a lot just by walking up, talking with people in cars and trying to understand what exactly happened here besides a massive whiteout just outside the tunnels. Karen. Whew.
That's the first time I've seen it.
Yep.
About 5 miles back, it started snowing hard, like a squall. Then the snow got heavier, and all of a sudden we hit ice. Everybody was all over the road.
I'm trying to imagine. So you hit the ice. How did it feel with the steering wheel and all that?
Well, it got slippery. I slowed down, was trying to get to the right, but then somebody in front of me spun, and then behind us it just turned into a mess.
Like a full 180 spin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you walk me through? I haven't been in anything like this before. Can you walk me through what you're thinking?
Well, it happens fast, but in slow motion. So, at the time, everything's moving in slow motion, but it's over in 2 seconds. So, it's all reflex.
Clearly, you're doing okay. Your wife's with you, right?
Yeah.
What's it been like watching all this trying to get clear?
It's amazing how professional the patrol and EMT people are out here. I mean, this is a day at the office for them, I know, but for most of us, this is a big deal, and they're so good at it.
And I'm seeing jurisdictions from all different. Obviously, you need to get moving. Can you just tell me real fast what it sounded like? What happened?
It was real slow motion.
We
It was
came
not.
out of the tunnel,
Yeah.
and then we could tell it was slick, and then we saw that we were just going to come into that car there,
Everything in front of
and
us.
then we kept getting hit,
Yeah.
like from other cars smashing.
And so it's just collision after collision after collision.
Collision.
like a pit bull.
Did you have the moment where you knew cars were coming? And it's just like, there's nothing I can do, I can't stop.
We figured after we went.
Yeah, we could see them coming up to
This
it, and they
lady
were-
here got hurt the worst.
Oh, man.
And, there was a couple more. This guy hit her.
Yeah, I think we got hit maybe 3 more times or more than that. It just,
I think just here and here. Maybe one more.
3, I think.
Okay.
This is all cleared out.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Were you headed home or?
Yeah, I was headed back from a post-op appointment, so had surgery on my knee after skiing a couple weeks ago. So.
And of course now you're sitting in traffic.
Yeah, something like that. Not quite traffic.
Can you explain to me the moment that it all started to come around? I know it was like 250-ish, right?
Yeah, I would say about 250. I mean, the snow coming up on the backside of Loveland Pass started to get pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, not horrible but for this time of year, yeah. And then coming through the tunnel, it cleared up, and then picked up real bad coming down the backside.
Did like cars in front of you start sliding? Walk me through that moment.
Yeah, I started to see semis starting to jackknife in the distance, threw on the hazards, slowed down, and probably stopped about 45 yards back. And then saw cars starting to pile up behind me and slowly crept forward and inched over this way.
So you were able to avoid all of this, but everyone around you is just getting crunched after crunched, right?
Yeah, it was terrifying. Watching semis jackknife behind you is not what I'd want to be doing when you're stuck in your car and there's a guardrail on the right and a median on the left.
Were you worried you were going to go over any one of these times?
I was more worried about getting crushed from cars behind and pushing me forward into the back of those accidents.
What did it sound like? I'm imagining it squealing and crunching.
Yeah, I would say in the beginning it was really fast, but I couldn't really hear it. I more saw it happening and time slowed down. And then you just heard cars piling up behind you and you're staring in the rearview mirror trying to figure out if you're going to be in it or not.
That's horrifying. Thank you for talking with us. Is there anything else I got to add?
I don't think so. I mean, the EMTs were here super quickly and they did an incredible job checking on people. So thank you to them. It's making sure that we're safe.